why are we going back here?
I need to see something.
Irma said that she would actually visit this place a little. I went and talked with her after me and Kara had a little bit of an argument. Wait. Do I smell fire?
It's all gone.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's all gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Everything is gone.
How much of a wreck did your fight cause? Oh my god.
It's all gone.
It's even out on the gravesite too. Oh my god.
Our fight did not do this.
What do you mean? Because I highly doubt that this was Irma, because...
Our fight did this. Our fight did not cause what happened on the outside. Which means they came back and they did this to send a message.
What kind of message?
That they're not messing around anymore. Everything that I cared about left is now gone.
My god. Kikyo,
You know, when I first started this guild, a long time ago, the initial idea behind it, no matter what it was for, yeah, the people that were part of it, they weren't so bad. And quite frankly, they kind of reminded me like you guys. Well, reminded me of you guys. Being around you guys gives me a lot of PTSD, as it reminds me of the time I spent with these guys before everything happened. Once again, because of my mistake, I led them to a war that they couldn't win. And they lost their lives all because of me. That story I told you a long time ago was wrong. The one about the crazed guild leader that went crazy and I overthrew him. I was that crazed guild leader. I became so obsessed with overthrowing the Magic Council that it paid no attention to everything that went on around me. And all those people, they were fighting for a different cause, not the same one I was. No matter what I say about the Magic Council, I can't force an opinion on you. But the Magic Council had did many things, both good and bad. And the balance of that wasn't exactly to our liking. So what I did was I formed Eclipse. It was a guild that was undercover, meant with the sole purpose of defeating the Magic Council. I know, call it crazy that a couple of young mages think that they can overthrow practically gods. You know, it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream for power. It wasn't a dream for anything like that. For once, I wasn't fighting for a selfish cause. I was fighting for them. And my fighting brought this. And now everything that they loved the most, their memories that I held with them are now have gone up in smoke. It's fitting, considering the scenario and the situation we're now in. You know, that fight with Talon, really shouldn't have survived it. If Adrian is dead, it shouldn't have been him. It should have been me.
Gotta be a little optimistic here. He's a strong mage. He's freaking one of Royd's students.
Yeah,
he
Ruka,
should be fine.
and so was I. And yet, both of us stood no chance against Talon. Talon came prepared. He knew exactly where I was, the timing, the place, the amount of people to bring. When you left, they surrounded us.
I shouldn't have left.
But they weren't exactly hard for neither me nor Adrian to handle. The hunters wasn't the issue, it was the other hunter that was the issue. That big guy who he had next to him. That guy was...
The guy with the spear?
That guy was strong. He practically knocked both me and Adrian on our feet alone.
I didn't even think that was really possible.
Adrian couldn't
That's
fly.
That's gotta be like a second in command or something, right?
So you want to know something I learned about Adrian during our fight?
What?
And it was the reason why I made you fight him. So I was hoping that you had seen it too. You noticed during your fight, Adrian got a little overexcited.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Adrian, he has a lot of energy. Especially in times of peril. It's kind of exciting to him. Very interesting, but considering he was practically raised by Royd, they both share a similar excitement for fighting. Royd, believe it or not, he may not seem like it, but Royd loved sparring. It's practically one of his favorite things he used to do with me.
Well, I see it. I see it.
Adrian's no different. However, the difference between Adrian and Royd is Adrian has his limits. But, again, since he's Royd's student, Adrian feels like he always has a point to prove. When you're Royd's student, it's like a title you feel like you gotta live up to. In our fight, Adrian finished me quickly, but it wasn't because it was a quick and easy fight. He had to. See, when he fought you, he lasted a little longer, or at least stalled out the fight, because he hasn't realistically had a fight in a really long time. And had your fight gone a little longer, you might have actually won. Not because you were stronger, but because Adrian isn't exactly supposed to be fighting for very long. He's not built for that. Why do you think when he fights, he prefers to fly? His tactic is to finish the fight as quick as possible. But for easy targets, that's where he gets the most excitement from, because he can actually fight them and toy with them a little bit. So, kind of think of it like he was just having fun. But that flaw became more apparent to me in our fight against Talon. Because in the beginning, Adrian did not struggle. But as the fight drew out longer, Adrian started to slow down. And that's when I stepped in to fight Talon. And I realized he was a lot stronger than I could have ever imagined. He possessed magic.
What?
Humans, they don't naturally have magic. It's not impossible for them to gain magic. It just takes a long time to learn. But it's not a natural thing that comes to them. It's not an easy thing like for us. Since we are mages and we have what we have, it allows us to adapt to magic a bit quicker than a human would. I guess you could say a novice. However, Talon was easily able to just wield his magic at his own will. Not only that, but his magic was Very dangerous. It's actually what caused those holes.
So, we have a mage as a commander.
Talon didn't always possess magic. Actually, he really didn't like magic users very much. So it was surprised me that he would... It was very surprising to me that he would even, possess such an item. But he did. He did. But it was the magic that he was using which caused us the problem. A magic that I wasn't too familiar with. It wasn't dark, it wasn't elemental, and it wasn't light. It was a new magic. A magic that basically prevented me and Adrian from using our magic.
What?
Yeah. That's why we lost. In an actual fight, weapon to weapon, me and Adrian are beat by a mile. Say what he will, but there's one thing Adrian's not that skilled in, and that's hand-to-hand combat. Again, his magic is his best bet. That's why when we were training and everyone had concerns about using magic, he mentioned that learning your magic was important. It's what Roy taught him. I learned differently. I learned that hand-to-hand combat was the best bet in case magic didn't work. But Commander Talon, no matter how much I dislike him, he's a commander for a reason. Ruka, I always wanted to know something.
What?
What brought you here to Odell?
I guess I was a little vague on that, wasn't I?
It's not strange to see someone come here, but it is strange to see a kid of all things come here.
On the night that my parents and my brother left, I was technically alone. I didn't have anywhere to go. I just stayed there hoping they'd come back. But they never did. And, one of those classic tantrums, I kinda might have destroyed a bit of the place. And then there was a book. It said Tales of Odell. And when I read it, it all sounded just something that I could actually be a part of, something that I could actually accomplish without needing magic, to prove my family wrong, that I can do things that a mage could do. So I found a boat that was coming here, and I kinda stowed away at it.
That makes sense.
Now, realizing it, ever since I stepped foot in Odell, it's not the same as the book. I've made friends and mages, met mages, of course. I got to have a little bit of actual training, even with my current age. I always felt like fighting was always like a good skill to have, not to mention even in self-defense. But then I actually started having magic, which I still don't know if I feel like if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But knowing about this place, it gave me a purpose to not only prove a point, but to actually do something I've always wanted to do, that me and my brother have always talked about. But then people not working together, Luca's outburst, which that was completely something new, and I thought me having the outburst was fully out of the blue. Hers was definitely something else. Hunters are becoming more active, seeming like ever since I stepped foot here. There's been some trust betrayals, Bice being captured by the hunters still. And then Kara and Amaris at each other's throats. Our guild, along with the heroic rebels even, we just can't work together. And the book says that the freaking guilds know how to work together. They communicate. But that's not even what we do. I just feel lost. All of this is just so twisted, and you can make fun of me for laughing or just freaking me cracking. I don't give a damn anymore, because all I want to do is still prove that point and actually get Bice back. And I know I said that you could go jump off a building or you can leave after this, but I was only mad. I wasn't actually serious. You're the first person that I've met here, and I guess I got issues still about being abandoned, and I don't want that to happen again, even though you don't care. Okay? I don't care if you care or not. I don't want you to die, especially by my hands. Just answer me this in the honest way possible. Did you or did you not actually turn Bice into the hunters? Because ever since I talked with Irma, I've started having doubts about that. But I know that you wouldn't lie to me in this moment right now. So did you?
Ruka, that's only a question that I feel have already been answered and should have been answered a long time ago. If I captured Bice and turned them into the hunters, Ruka, would any of this be what I'm looking at right now? Think about it, Ruka. It's been in your face the entire time, and it should have made itself more apparent once Talon raided my home. There's nothing between us. The only thing they want is me dead. And I know I told you before that if I were to go berserk, it might be the end of the world, and that you'd have to deal with it. But, like I said, back at the Heroic Rebels, my end doesn't have to be predicted or have to be so well-timed. I can go at any time. I mean, it's Odell. This is one of the most dangerous places that exist. In the books, you heard about guilds, yeah, because guilds used to be heroes. That's what we are. We are heroes. But not every guild is the same because we are also people. And everybody is different. You'll run into different personalities, you'll run into egos, you'll run into people who have too much pride. But you will also meet guilds that are heroes. That's why the Heroic Rebels exist. They're probably as close as you'll get to those people who belong in those books. But what we are, we're nothing more than probably those rogue mages that should never be talked about or mentioned. And despite what everybody feels about me, I protected this place, not this guild, but I mean Odell, with my life. I swore that I would never let anybody bring any harm to this place anymore. I swore that since the day I stepped foot here. And I didn't do it for the Magic Council. I didn't do it because Roy told me to. I did it because I wanted to. This was my home. The only place that I feel I belong is Odell. And with the hunters and Talon and all these things happening, and me going crazy and probably on the verge of snapping anytime, maybe soon, it doesn't seem like what I thought was meant for me was meant for me. I don't think I belong here, honestly. With all the things that have been happening, with everything that keeps happening to me, with me going crazy, with me hurting people, with me always being yelled at and put down, it doesn't seem like Kyo belongs in this world. I have something that I wanted to do. I did everything that I've done so far has been because I wanted to make Odell the safest place possible for somebody I cared about. Because truth be told, yeah, I don't belong here. And yeah, my time is short, my time is limited. It's why I don't care if this fight with Talon is my last fight. Because maybe that's just my fate. Fate can't be changed. It's determined by whatever happens. And I escaped fate the last time thanks to Adrian. But this time, I'm not gonna escape it. Heck, I'm not gonna even run. I'm going to fight him with everything I have. Until there's nothing left. Until I can't fight anymore. Even if I do have to embrace that dark side of me that I've been trying to hold back, then so be it. I will destroy myself if it means destroying him and restoring peace back to my home. Because believe it or not, I do care about what happens to you guys. I don't want me to leave this world in peril. I don't want to leave this world with you guys with targets on your back. I don't. That's why I have to win this fight. This is a fight I can't lose, Ruka. I just can't. Even if it means I have to embrace evil to do it, then I will. Because that's how much this world means to me.
Kyo,
Talking about me now, are you? Hello.
Why did I have a feeling that we're not alone?
You guys sure talk for a while. You know?
What can I say? It's a little bond between us, Talon.
So you finally told them who I was. That's so cute.
Yeah, well, I wasn't exactly going to keep your name a secret knowing what you guys do.
Better than me calling him Bluey.
Honestly, it took you long enough.
What are you doing here?
You know, thought I'd just admire my work. Why are you? Oh wait, I don't need to ask why you're here. That's obvious. You bring your little pet for a walk.
Pet?
Interesting. No, I didn't. Honestly, I was hoping you'd come here.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy you've been thinking about me.
No, I was just really thinking about the place that your burial should be.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say.
What are you even doing anyways? Is this
I thought I'd,
what you wanted? Huh? All this destruction, chaos, is this what you envisioned?
Don't you see the beauty in it? You
I think
helped
that-
make this.
What are you
I
talking
think the
about?
beauty with you behind bars is actually more satisfying.
Well, you should see her friend then.
What are you talking
Feist?
about?
Oh. Really? You forgot what happened? It hasn't been that long since we fought here.
I think he's talking about Adrian.
What did you do to him?
You don't get to have that information yet, but I'll give you a little thing that I took. Well, I took some extras. Here, have one. It's a little gift.
You son of a bitch!
You know, we were really hoping that you would have stayed alone for a lot longer.
What do you mean stayed alone?
You know, we waited so long in the shadows, trying to figure out a way to end everything. But then we realized that we have to act sooner rather than later. But it seems it doesn't even matter how long we would have prepared because you guys are just weak.
What
Maybe
do you,
in your eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean you waited? You're telling me that you stayed hidden that entire time, that I was convinced that you guys had just gone away.
Yeah. We were hoping that we could have. You know what? I don't need to explain too much of that. After all, the only reason you continue to live is because I let you.
Is that right? Yeah, okay. Well.
We need to get out of here.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Kyo?
We
Talked
both
about this.
We both know what has to happen here.
Talking without me now?
Shut up! You're not part of this conversation! Kyo, seriously, please. Let's just go back to the Heroic Rebels.
No. If I go with you, they will follow. They don't want you. They want me.
Really? Is it only you we want?
You may want the other mages now, but I know you in particular. It's a different story, ain't it?
Slightly. But sometimes the general's word comes before what I want.
Yeah, well, good thing the general's not around anymore now, isn't it?
I wonder who caused that.
I mean, you seen him step up in his place. And just like he fell, you will too.
Were you able to defeat me last time, even though you had a buddy with you?
I made mistakes. I won't repeat those again. Ruka, it is time for you to go.
Wait!
Why should I let her leave?
Because you already know that this is not going to be as easy as it was last time.
I already left you once. I can't.
See the difference here? Before, you fought me when I had nothing left to lose. But now, that statement is more clear and it's more true than it's ever been. Because you've taken my home.
But you do.
You've taken my home.
You have something to lose.
And what's that?
Look right next to you. You know, I heard most of the conversation you had.
Yeah.
You care, even no matter how much you try to say differently. But I think that'll just make this a bit more fun.
Yeah, well, I haven't always had a way with words, buddy. And speaking of words, I'm practically done talking.
Whatever you say.
Ruka,
Why? I
leave.
can't leave you!
Leave now.
Again with the disobedience. You gotta
Shut
train your
up!
pets better.
You have a mission to do, Ruka. You need to get back to them. If something happens to you, then something happens to the rest of them. Without you, that whole thing is gonna fall apart. You need to lead
Yeah.
them.
Ruka. Do you want them to fail again?
Stop. Don't you say another word to her. Ruka, you're the leader now.
Good luck. Just the two of us. Isn't this reminiscing?
Yeah, well, it's always as it should have been. I thought I finished you a long time ago. But this time I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure that I actually finish the job.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
If we are doing this, we need to act now. Any more time we waste, and we will lose Adrian.
So, what do we do, Ruka?
I didn't expect this. Ugh. Alright, everyone, listen up. We.
Stick to the plan. Panicking will get us nowhere, and I'd like to get this done as soon as possible. Right now, Kyo is risking his life for us to do this, and I am not losing another person. Not again. You will go with Milo to get Adrian, then you will get out of here. This place doesn't seem to be crowded, but be prepared for anything, you two.
I thought we were doing a rescue mission.
A rescue mission? Nah. Let's just fight them all.
No killing humans! Just keep them off, Rika and Milo.
Cora, what will you be doing?
Sticking to your plan, Captain.
Are you sure you can handle them alone? Why not just let Amaris or Raya get Adrian and Beist? I can help you fight!
You are not fighting! Believe it or not, but Kyo did not want you to fight in this war. And I'm on his side. You should not be fighting at all. More is at stake here!
Which is why I need to fight! I'll help you get Adrian to safety. Then I'm making those hunters pay.
Is that really all you've got? Oh, what a disappointment.
You have no control because you don't ever let anybody help you.
You're weak as well as us!
I guess I got issues still about being abandoned, and I don't want that to happen again.
I see great potential in you. I can see why Roy chose you.
I can't believe we're doing this again. Well, hello, Light. Calm down. I'm not gonna do anything this time. Look, I'm not gonna lie, we're in a bit of a situation here. And ever since you've been away, I've taken over and I've been doing some things. Not great things, but I've done things nonetheless. Not really proud of all of them, but let's just say, a long time ago when I blamed you for losing control, when I blamed you for being weak, and all the things that I poked fun at you for, I am now starting to realize exactly why you've held back this entire time. I know. I couldn't control that power. Now that power turned me into what I am now. We're losing this fight. I want to say that you'd understand what's going on. But a lot of people are in danger and a lot of lives are at stake. And my victory here, it matters. If I fail here, then everybody could be killed. Everyone could be gone. And I don't think I'm going to win this fight. As you know about the Rebirth spell that was placed on you a long time ago, I've overused its power. And unfortunately, I have reached my limit. This is the last opportunity that I have before I am out of your life for the rest of eternity. I'm not really good at this, but I noticed during the fight that I sensed your presence. So I thought it'd be only fair that I give you a heads up and give you a proper greeting to welcome you back. Now, of course, I didn't leave the world in a better place. That was my initial plan, after all. I'm sorry for everything that I've done. I'm sorry for how I've treated you in the past. I'm sorry for taking over your life. I'm sorry for everything. I've taken your name. I've had everyone call me Light because I guess in a way I just wanted to feel like I was you. You were careless. You were just a child in a world where I guess it's kill or be killed in a situation. I mean, the wilderness, the wild, the dangerous, the mages, the hunters, the council. Everything. It's a dangerous world. And I thought you wouldn't survive it. But here I stand, being the one who was unable to survive it. I thought my powers, my magic, would be able to give us a very great advantage, being that you were a light mage, and I, a dark mage. However, I had disregarded your light magic, and only stuck to my magic, not knowing the consequences of my actions. Hybrids don't exist. Mages cannot hold more than one magic. And I had attempted to use both of our powers, thus resulting in, well, me losing my mind. And I guess that's what woke you up. I finally snapped. And you see I'm getting weaker, which has allowed you to wake up from your coma. So there you go. There you have it. That's the truth. The truth is, I'm not Light, and I certainly am not Kyo. A name that was created in place of what I thought we could be. But no, I am simply just an entity, created by dark magic from the one person who ended your life first. I guess it's fitting that you say you're light, and you can call me dark. In this world, only one should remain, and it's only fair that you get to finally take the place that you should have taken from the get-go. You get to live the life that you've deserved from the beginning. I will no longer be an obstacle. I will no longer be in your life, and I will no longer be in your head. Everything from this point is up to you.
So you're giving up?
What?
I said you're giving up. You don't give up. That's not you. You've told me from the beginning, all the time, that power this, power that. You and that mysterious lady. You guys just kept trying to turn me into something I'm not. I wanted to live in a cave, and she told me it was a bad idea. And then I wanted to help the farm people, and you guys called them peasants. You guys have tried to make me something I'm not. You wanted me to be like you. And now you see what you are. You see exactly what I would have become if I followed your path. I would have been a monster. I'm supposed to be the hero. I wanted to save everybody. I wanted to save those people in the village, but I wasn't strong enough. But that didn't mean that I wanted to be forced to be a powerful mage. It didn't mean that I wanted to be power hungry. It didn't even mean I wanted revenge. I just wanted to live in peace. I just wanted to be happy. I had everything I could have ever wanted. And I lost it all on a singular day. You don't know how that feels. You didn't know how loss feels. Because you were created to destroy me. You were created to take over everything that I loved and cared for. And you did! You took my name, you took my image, you took my body, you took everything from me. And now you've created this. You've created a war, you've created a workplace, you've created a place that no one deserves to live. And now you're giving up. Now you're giving up when you realize your mistakes, when you realize you can't win. You're just gonna walk away?
What more is there for me to say? I mean, in the end, I can't win. I've fought a human, and I lost. I fought an S-class mage, and I lost. I fought that bastard Royd so many times, and I've lost. And when I finally thought I claimed a victory, he came back, and he beat me to a bloody pulp. The only reason I still remain is because of that bloody bird. If it wasn't for Adrian, I'd be dead right now. But now, he's gone. I don't know what happened to him, and I don't want to assume the worst. But knowing Talon, he's no way he'd let him survive. I'm really all that's left. But why should I force myself to keep fighting a battle that I can't win? You see it. I'm weak. I'm not strong. I've lost every singular time. Heck, I could have lost to Kira. I could have lost to Ruka. And maybe somewhere down the line I would have lost to Luca. I just feel lost and alone.
See, that's your problem. You're lost and you're alone because you've made it that way. You've done it to yourself. You've put yourself in a position to where you are now by yourself. You were fighting a battle that you knew you couldn't win, and you're doing it alone. And now you're over here basically crying to me and ranting to me about everything that you already knew from the get-go. But what's the point of complaining about it? Because you've done this to yourself. You brought this upon yourself. You wanted this for yourself. So why are you complaining now? Why are you wanting sympathy now? I don't get you. I don't understand you. But I guess that's kind of fitting considering everything you've done. You've stole this, you've stole that, you've hurt this, and you've hurt that. You've ruined my name. I am light. You are not. When I return to this world, they're just gonna remember me for you. Do you know how it feels to maybe go back and hear about all the horrible things you've done? I don't want that to be my image. I don't want that at all. But I don't want you to give up either. Look, I get that you're satisfied with this being your end, but I'm not. I'm not at all. This Talon guy, or whatever commander you're fighting, yes, I can sense that he's very strong. Heck, even stronger than you. But that doesn't mean you quit, and that doesn't mean you give up. Because if you really are me, or at least you claim that you wanted to be me, and you pick yourself up, and you keep fighting. Because that's what I do. That's what light does. Every time I ever got knocked down, I always got right back up. No matter how much times you and that mysterious lady knocked me down, I always got back up. I kept trying and trying and trying because all I ever wanted to do was satisfy you. I just wanted you guys to be happy and proud of me. Because I was tired of disappointing everybody. I always disappointed everybody. Just because I wasn't strong. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to you tell me that you're not strong enough. You said it yourself. You were created with the sole purpose of destroying me. You are darkness. You have no soul, no heart. You are pure evil. If that is true, then show him.
Finally, it's been so long. It's time for my revenge.
What's wrong, Talon? You seem like you've seen a ghost. You wanted evil. I'm right here. Well, it's done.
What do you mean? No, you gotta keep fighting.
I can't. I've reached my limit. This form, this is exactly what you wanted. You wanted evil, and you got it. But unfortunately for you, this took everything that I had, and now I have nothing. I'm done.
No, you can't be done.
What do you not understand?
I did everything that I could. This form is nothing more than a bluff. It was not meant to win. I unleashed my berserk power, and I still failed. But what about the others? The Talon's just gonna go for them. Like I said, this is their fight now. I finished what I needed to do. I just needed to buy them some time. The only thing I hope now is that they saved Beist and they got out of there. And what if they didn't? What if they didn't leave? What if something happened to them? Light luck. In the end, we already all knew this was gonna happen. We all knew what was gonna go down. I just can't accept this. I just can't. We can't just sit by and let them kill everybody. Well, what do you want me to do? I'm unable to move my body. I have no energy left to fight. I'm useless here. And any minute now, I can already feel my spirit fading. You know, there's something I want to tell you. To be honest, from the beginning, I tried doing things your way. I tried being like you. But over time, I just started to become more of myself. But if you ever do return to the world, and if you ever do remember me, I want you to thank everybody for me. Thanks to them, I was able to keep fighting for a little longer. Thanks to them, I finally achieved what I was after, which was raw power. But even in achieving my goal, I still ended up on the receiving end of failure. I'm not really one for goodbyes, so it was fitting that I never got to see them again from this. And it's okay. I made a promise to Ruka that I would make it out of this. And unfortunately, that promise doesn't turn out to be true. I'm sure they won't remember me anyway. Again, I ruined all their lives. And who could remember me after everything I'd done? I could. Yeah, sure, you hurt me a lot. And you're the reason that I was in a coma for a really long time. However, there was many things that I learned from you. It wasn't just power that I learned from you. I learned to be strong. I learned to be brave. I learned to keep pushing myself forward. I know what I said before that I was always one to keep pushing. But you helped me understand what that means. Before I just kind of did it because I just thought it was a thing to do. But you really showed me what it means to keep going, to keep moving. It means a lot. It means protecting the ones you love, the ones you care for. And whether you see it or not, do you understand why you did this? You did it to protect everybody. You went against everything that you've said since the beginning. Everything you said to me. You said that you'd never care for anything, and that your only goal was raw power, becoming the #1 mage, and taking over. But in the end, you didn't do that. You didn't reach this level on your own like you wanted. You reached this level because of your friends. And I know you don't look at them as your friends, but they look at you as their friend. And believe it or not, they're not going to be happy when they find out you're gone. Maybe they'll think that you left, and that's fine. But I don't think this should be the end. I don't think you should give up here. You want to see them again, right? You want to keep going, right?
Honestly, like, no. I've accepted a while now that my fate was coming to an end. Whether it was by the hands of Talon, whether it was by the hands of Royd, or hell, whether it was Ruka, I didn't care. I wanted this, believe it or not. I knew how dangerous I was becoming, and because of you, I grew soft. In the get-go, in the beginning, I wanted everything. I wanted control, I wanted power, I wanted it all. But, of course, you changed me. They changed me. They made me human. They made me forget that I was ever created with the sole purpose of ruining your life. They made me forget that I had no purpose. They made me forget all that. And they made me believe I was really human. That I was really a person. And that I wasn't just merely a temporary placeholder for you. And that feeling I'll never forget. Now, I don't know what happens after this. I'll be honest, it does scare me. But, again, death isn't something we should fear, right? It's something we should accept. It's something you experienced a long time ago. And now it's something that I will experience for the first time in my life. And the last time. Just remember something. Remember that it doesn't matter what you do in this world. It doesn't matter how far you push yourself. In the end, they were right. In this world, you do need people. You need friends. Because there's no battle that you can ever win alone. There's no amount of strength that you can achieve that will ever push you to be great. Because being great alone is not possible. You need others. And others need you, Light. So do me a favor. When you return to the world, continue to be great. And continue to be you. Don't do what I did. And don't let anybody change who you are. But most importantly, if you ever do find yourself in a situation where you feel like you can't lose, or where you feel like you can't win, just remember, none of that matters as long as you have people by your side. You are unstoppable. You are unbeatable. Now, unfortunately, my time is up, and my time has come. Tell everybody I will miss them dearly. Actually, no, don't tell them that, actually. No, I'd rather not them remember me at all. It's probably for the best. I traumatized a lot of them. Especially Luca. I won't miss Kira. That's the only one I won't miss. But yeah. Oh, now I'm speaking soft. Oh, I hate feelings.
Shut up. You can't leave. I won't let you. You can't. I need you. I can't do this. I can't do this alone. I can't do this.
Light, there's nothing in this world that you can't do. Remember that.